Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll try it now with Walker. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. They get it easily. 4th and 1, and they pick up 5.
First down.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes, and you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll let one go down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. David Onyemata in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Darnold to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Jason Myers.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons set to take over here on offense, and they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I think it's so important, Mike, when we evaluate quarterbacks, especially in the later stages of their career, when they have a little bit of a drop-off, which obviously Kirk Cousins did in his first year early last year for the Falcons, you have to try to read between it. Why? Why was it so different? And I know it seems like an excuse, but I think coming off that Achilles injury took longer and took more out of Kirk Cousins than anyone really anticipated. So here he is a full year beyond that, healthier. And now that he has an opportunity to get back behind center, don't expect him to give it up very easily. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Mooney in motion. Another run here for Robinson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll manage only a couple. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
Divine Diablo on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's just a really bad decision, Mike. I'm not really sure what he saw there. At the top of his drop, things looked a little cloudy, at least from up in the booth. So down on the field, he's just got to regroup, take what's there, especially early in the game. You don't want to turn the ball over and put yourself behind.
The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Robinson. Into the secondary at the 45. 20. 15. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point, and the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bradley Pinion.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Now Walker. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 more yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First catch there for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Darnold to throw on first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Darnold to the air once more. It's scooped up by the Falcons. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, headed in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop and break, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Mooney in motion. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And here's Bijan. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Tariq Woolen on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 on the Seahawks 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 9. Now this looks like a design run. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
39-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing now on third and long. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Darnold now to throw. short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
At the 26-yard line.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing, Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 16
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. A pickup of 14 on that walk. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold again. That one swung out wide to Walker. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw again is Darnold. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 17-yard
Here's Bijan
line.
Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They run over center with Robinson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Cousins. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
A 54-yard attempt.
The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Falcons go out to a 10-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
To throw is Darnold. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
For a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
They'll go play action with Darnold. He'll go right and find his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third down, 3 to go. Darnold to throw again. It's complete. He's got Pop. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds, it looks like, and yes, they do have the first down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that ball out of reach. toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Carter on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Mooney in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8. To begin the drive.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That is downfield to the tight end pitch. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 2nd down, they need 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this 1st half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. Out to his right. He runs with it. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
7-yard pickup.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing his Cousins. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta have.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field, and he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's dropped off for Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
He's got a man wide open, the tight end, complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Darnold to the air once more. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
13.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, it's Robinson. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Atlanta.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. A give, and here comes Robinson. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Now, Cousins. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Pitts is the man in motion. Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons add on to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here, down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On play action, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Throwing right, it's taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection, it's just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
6 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
First and goal, Seattle.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Seahawks 13.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Carter on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Ground, it's Robinson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. A gain there of 11. First down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They go play action with Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
2nd and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. It is brought in the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
23, Seahawks 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Who else? Another catch for his favorite targets. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to have the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
For the middle, it's Cup. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Seahawks.
Darnold to throw again. That is caught at the 3. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Seahawks.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal.
And he will score! Game on! Cooper Kupp, touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Agnew on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. That's caught. It's Charlie Warner, the tight end. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run, and he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A loss of 2.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd down, Cousins. Open man, he's got Agnew. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Byron Murphy getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Gonzalez now for the point after.
Extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Seahawks 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field, and he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To throw on first down is Darnold. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Darnold now to throw. Pass is completed to Cup. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 45
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 45 yards.
First and 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get...
And he will score! Game on!
Touchdown,
Kenneth
Seattle.
Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Carter on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. First down, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6. Cousins. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And third and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll try again. It's second and 10. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line. And that is enough for a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win here for the Falcons.